know what's going on yet. There's a lot of weird shit going on with this.
I know.
This guy, first of all, how did he get to the roof? How come nobody was looking? How come nobody was like, there's a direct line of sight between where he's sitting and those roofs? You guys didn't check? You don't have a drone? Like, that's insane.
This is not going anywhere. It's just not.
When Joe Rogan mentioned Erica Kirk's name in connection with Charlie Kirk's sudden departure, no one saw what was coming next. It started as a passing comment, a few words dropped in the middle of a heated discussion, but those words ignited a firestorm. Within hours, social media was ablaze with speculation, theories, and headlines twisting Rogan's remarks into something much bigger. For days, Erica remained silent, calm, composed, unmoved by the noise. But then, she broke her silence, and what she said and how she said it shocked everyone. There was no anger, no defensiveness, no theatrics. Instead, her voice carried something far more powerful, heartbreak wrapped in honesty. In a single statement, she managed to dismantle the chaos, turning public judgment into empathy. The internet expected a fight. What it got instead was grace. And suddenly, what began as gossip became something deeper, a story about truth, loyalty, and the courage to stay calm when the world wants your outrage. To understand why this moment hit so hard, you have to know who these people really are.
I forgive him.
Which was the 21st of September, and now 7 days later, we get this.
Nothing is changing, but I want to preface, we're not awkward. We're not like weird.
Cringe.
We're not cringe. We're not going to be tweeting as if it's him. That's tone deaf and really disturbing. And anyone who does that's like morbidly off.
Hey, we're going to be doing a week now, so just tell the team and make sure that happens.
3 hours of this, 2 more hours of podcasting.
Joe Rogan, the world's most famous podcaster, built his empire on blunt honesty and fearless conversation. He's not afraid to challenge, question, or call out anyone sitting across from him. His podcast, The Joe Rogan Experience, has become a cultural courtroom where ideas clash and reputations are tested in real time. Erica Kirk, on the other hand, is the complete opposite. She's calm, faith-driven, and deliberate, the kind of person who speaks with intention, not impulse. Known for her humanitarian work and advocacy rooted in values, she's rarely involved in controversy. And then there's Charlie Kirk, political figure, activist, and Erica's husband, whose sudden departure from a major project left fans stunned and speculation rampant. When Joe Rogan casually linked Erica's name to Charlie's decision, it was like tossing a match into gasoline. People didn't just want to know what happened, they wanted to know why. How could someone as composed and private as Erica suddenly become the center of a storm she never asked for? What started as a single comment began to unravel into one of the most talked about moments in the Roganverse. A collision of personalities, values, and public perception that would test everyone involved. It happened in a moment that wasn't supposed to matter. During a casual conversation on the Joe Rogan Experience, the topic of Charlie Kirk's sudden departure came up unexpected, unscripted, and unsmoothed by PR filters. Rogan leaned back in his chair, that familiar mix of curiosity and skepticism in his eyes, and said something that would soon set the internet on fire. "You gotta wonder," he said, "how much of that decision was really his, or if someone close to him had a say." He didn't say Erica's name immediately, but the tone, the pause, and the knowing look said everything. Then, with a half smile, he added, "Maybe there were other influences behind the scenes." It was a single, offhand remark, the kind Joe makes all the time, but this time, it landed differently. The studio went quiet for a split second. His co-host raised an eyebrow, the kind of reaction that says you just opened a door you can't close. By the time the episode ended, that clip had already been clipped, edited, and uploaded by fans who knew exactly what it would do. Within hours, TikTok and X were flooded with the same headline: Joe Rogan hints Erica Kirk may have influenced Charlie's departure. From that moment, it wasn't just a podcast comment, it was a narrative. Rogan's casual speculation had become a digital wildfire, and Erica's name was suddenly at the center of a storm she never saw coming. The reaction was instant, like a spark hitting dry grass. Within hours of the episode airing, the clip of Joe Rogan's comment had spread across TikTok, X, Reddit, and YouTube faster than anyone could control. Headlines twisted his words into a storm of speculation. Joe Rogan exposes Erica Kirk's role in Charlie Kirk's exit and Erica Kirk behind the scenes. Rogan hints at inside drama, but others took it very differently. In their eyes, Piers was hinting at something darker, that Erica knew more than she ever let on about the events surrounding Charlie's last months. They pointed to her absence from certain public appearances, her carefully chosen words in interviews, and even her body language when asked about her husband. Every detail became a clue, every silence a headline. Emotions ran high. "If she's keeping something," one fan tweeted, "it must be big, and Piers just cracked the door open." Others defended her fiercely, calling out the internet for invading a widow's privacy. But regardless of what side people were on, one thing was clear: Piers Morgan had successfully ignited a storm. His single, calculated sentence had turned into a global conversation, blurring the line between concern, curiosity, and controversy. It wasn't just gossip anymore, it was a cultural moment, and the question on everyone's mind was the same. What exactly does Erica Kirk know that the rest of us don't? Behind all the noise, the viral clips, the speculation, the endless online debates lies something much more human: grief. Erica Kirk isn't just a name in the headlines or the subject of trending theories. She's a woman who lost her partner, her best friend, and the man who shared her dreams and beliefs. What the public often forgets is that healing under a spotlight is a completely different kind of pain. Every post, every silence, every appearance becomes a statement to be dissected, and that's the reality she's been forced to live in. Piers Morgan's comment may have reignited old questions, but beneath the curiosity and controversy, there's still a story of quiet endurance. Erica's silence, the very thing people keep questioning, might not be hiding secrets at all. It might be her only way of holding on to peace in a world that refuses to let her grieve privately. Every photo she shares, every interview she turns down, feels like a choice between protecting her heart and feeding the public's hunger for answers. And while fans argue online, few stop to imagine what it's like to lose someone so publicly. To see strangers turn your personal tragedy into hashtags and theories. Whether Piers was right or wrong in his insinuation, one thing is certain: Erica Kirk's journey is not just about secrets or speculation. It's about survival, the kind that doesn't come with press releases or public statements, but with quiet strength. Because sometimes, the real story isn't the one being debated on social media. It's the one being lived behind closed doors, where grief, love, and resilience quietly battle to rebuild a life that the world won't stop watching. As soon as the clip from Piers Morgan's show went viral, the internet did what it does best: it divided. Within hours, hashtags began trending, YouTube creators posted instant reaction videos, and entire Reddit threads were devoted to dissecting that one sentence. Sometimes, the people who say the least know the most. The line hit like a spark in dry grass, and social media erupted into flames. On one side, Erica's supporters flooded the comments with empathy and outrage. Many felt that Piers had crossed a moral boundary, turning a widow's grief into entertainment. Tweets poured in saying things like, "This woman has lost enough, let her heal," and "Piers went too far this time. He's making assumptions about pain he'll never understand." Fans pointed out that Erica had never sought attention or controversy, and dragging her into a public debate felt cruel and unnecessary. But then came the other side, those who defended Piers for doing what he's known for: saying what others won't. His followers praised him for being fearless, arguing that the public had a right to know if there were hidden truths behind the Kirk family's silence. One viral comment read, "He's not being mean, he's being honest. Everyone's been wondering, and he just said it out loud." News outlets and podcasts joined in too. Some ran with headlines accusing Piers of exploiting tragedy for views, while others framed his comment as courageous journalism, the kind that exposes what polite society prefers to ignore. The divide wasn't just about Piers versus Erica. It became a larger conversation about media ethics, privacy, and where the line between curiosity and cruelty really lies. The irony: both sides claimed to be fighting for the truth. Yet as the digital debate grew louder, the truth itself got blurrier. What started as one cryptic sentence became a full-blown cultural storm, with millions of people taking sides in a story that, deep down, only Erica truly knows. In the days following Piers Morgan's explosive remark, things began to shift quietly, not in the headlines, but in whispers. Erica Kirk, who had stayed mostly silent since her husband's passing, was suddenly thrust into a new wave of scrutiny. Paparazzi began following her every move. Old interviews resurfaced. Even moments meant to celebrate her charitable work were flooded with comments asking, what did she really know?
Okay, you're saying something that's actually factually inaccurate,
Right.
according to the narrative. Now, let's be real clear. I don't necessarily think they know what's going on yet. There's a lot of weird shit going on with this.
I know.
Really.
I almost texted you when the Charlie, because my antennas went up about, they showed the photo of that kid, or the guy that they have, the 22-year-old,
Yeah.
whatever. And I was almost going to be like, dude.
This kid had a rifle with a scope. Now, here's where it gets weird. The first images of this rifle with a scope, I swear to God, it looks like he has a composite stock on it. Like, it looks like a modern 30-06 rifle. There was that one guy who was the decoy. All right, so you got this guy who's an older guy who...
Behind closed doors, insiders claimed that those close to the Kirk family were blindsided by Piers' words. Some reportedly felt betrayed, that what had once been private grief was now turned into a public guessing game. Others said Piers' timing couldn't have been worse, calling it opportunistic and cruel. Yet, there were also quiet murmurs, people wondering if maybe, just maybe, there was more to the story than anyone had dared to admit. Meanwhile, Piers stayed mostly silent. He didn't walk back his words. He didn't clarify. Instead, he let the speculation grow, a tactic he's mastered throughout his career. Every time fans demanded answers, his silence only fueled the intrigue. And for Erica, that silence became a storm she couldn't control. Social media detectives kept digging, analyzing her old posts, looking for hidden meanings, creating theories about what Charlie's parents might have known. It turned into a digital wildfire, one that blurred the line between empathy and obsession, and through it all, one haunting question lingered in every thread, every podcast, and every comment section. What if Piers was right? No one knew for sure, but the damage was already done. Whether true or not, Erica Kirk's quiet life had been shattered by one man's single, calculated sentence. The world was watching, waiting for her to respond. But for now, her silence was louder than any headline. At the end of the day, when all the noise fades and the headlines move on, only one person truly knows the truth, Erica Kirk. Maybe Piers Morgan wasn't trying to stir chaos. Maybe, in his own blunt way, he was pointing toward something deeper, something hidden beneath the surface of grief, loyalty, and silence. But whether his words were meant as protection or provocation, one thing is undeniable. They've reopened a wound that never fully healed. What makes this story so powerful isn't the gossip, it's the humanity. A widow navigating public loss, a media giant unafraid to ask dangerous questions, and a public desperate for truth in a world built on speculation. It's a reminder that behind every headline is a heart still learning to heal, and behind every secret, there's a story waiting to be told. So now the question is yours. Was Piers Morgan simply chasing controversy? Or did he accidentally reveal something the world wasn't meant to hear? Tell us what you think in the comments below. We read every single one. And if you want more raw, emotional, and revealing stories like this, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, because in the world of fame, power, and secrets, the truth always finds its way out.